Greetings, loyal minions. Welcome back to the SciShow, the #1 ranked YouTube channel for people with no patience who want to know all the details well ahead of time, only to forget the details before they're even important. If that's you, I appreciate you. Yeah, different video for me today, so as always, drop me a comment and let me know what you think. I get a lot of people asking me what the fuck I'm talking about when I mention things like moth themes and moth heroes and random stuff, and just in general asking me, yeah, what's happening for the rest of the month, like when's this happening or when's that happening. So decided I would make a video using the fantastic calendar available on the forums, thanks to Burks G, I believe is the main contributor, possibly a few other people helping, so big props to everyone who puts in the effort to get this content out to you. But yeah, I've not done one of these before. I know a few other people do often put some content out about these, but this is my first, so let me know what you think. Let me know if there's anything more useful I could add to it. Obviously wait until the end before you tell me that, because yeah, I may do something useful just, before it finishes. You never know. I could surprise people. Just a reminder before the end of the year that if you do enjoy watching my content, I suggest you go and get yourself checked out. No, remember to gently caress that subscribe button. Almost at the end of the year, getting close to 700, so it would be fantastic to cross it off before the end of the year. Not for any real reason, but it would possibly help me sleep better at night. So yeah, it's been a fantastic sort of 6 months or so, I think, since I started. Yeah, you guys, girls, everyone out there are absolutely amazing. I really do appreciate you. Yeah, and the support's just blown me away, so let's keep it going. All right, I'm fueled up. I've just eaten some beautiful raspberries with cream, smooshed them all up into like a creamy raspberry paste, and it was delicious. So let's get on to some business. We can see here it is a slightly messy calendar. I wish I was a bit more sort of user friendly when it comes to making the videos, but yeah, it's a fantastic effort, so I can't complain at all about that. We'll get into the end of December where we can see Santa's Challenge just runs through. We've got the current War of Three Kingdoms, Valhalla Forever looks like it's about to pop up with some costumes there, and also the Untold Tales, which just popped up last night with Andvari, the new hero, and a couple of older ones. So moving into January, we look like we have Wilderness Summon about to start on the 31st, and pushing into January we have Isidore, which is a new red hero, Isabel and Hrothgar, so both of those are quite powerful. So that's going to be generally always, they have great passives in that portal, so always a good place to spend your Christmas money, if you have any left, because there has been quite a busy December. Lots of things happening during December, but yeah, on to the rest. We have a contest of elements with Charmaine. I'm going to go with Charmione, depending on where it's supposed to be from, and Ignacio. So Charmaine is another new hero, I believe, so keep an eye out for those hero reviews when they come. We have, so that's running from the 1st to the 3rd. We have an Ascension summon in there, and we also have another Ninja Tower. That's just crazy, the amount they're pushing the Ninja Tower. Just let's forget about all the other towers and just do Ninja Tower. Anyway, we have Satsui, another new purple ninja by the look of what I can see. Chikao and Malum, again, they have the very good passives helping with minions, so another good place. It just seems like they just every day there's new heroes. It is one good thing though, it gives you plenty of opportunity, and that's where a calendar like this can help sort of plan out your month. So I know one thing I find is that when there's a nice shiny hero in there, you kind of think, oh yeah, that's a really good hero, I'll try and have a pull for it. But the thing to remember is there's always a shinier hero just around the corner. So yeah, I think it's a great idea to try and plan out, if you do want to spend on the game, plan it out so you don't accidentally do those little sort of impulse buys that a lot of us do. You know, even if you really need to, I've actually had a few people mention to me that they're like, it affects their real life because they spend money they really shouldn't. So even if you do need to go to the length of drawing up a little calendar, putting some things on there as to, okay, that's when I'm going to spend my money, obviously stick to a budget. Anyway, I digress, as per normal. That Ninja Tower, as I said, going to be some fantastic heroes. We have some legendary troops, the Sorcerer and Monk on the 4th. And then we'll look into the second week. We have the Tremors of Underwild, Zenobia. So we have the costumes there for Zenobia, Passepartout and Lepiota. Look, those are probably any portals I'd be using my free pulls on. There's generally nothing there too fantastic to get carried away with. But if you have those standard heroes max, the costumes are always great because it sort of makes them relevant again. We also have the Astral Plane starting the 6th with Megwin and Saunus. So we've seen Saunus last week, but we have a new green hero there, which will be a member of the Dwarf family. So again, a lot of these new heroes have great passives, and Saunus was quite decent as well. Probably not quite as good as the other one whose name escapes me, the blue guy. But yeah, always good. We also have the Treasure Quest challenge that's been out. That's been getting a lot of people talking about it. Obviously, the final stage can be quite challenging. I do believe they're looking at even introducing a crazier stage with a team power of, you know, like 14,000 or something crazy. But yeah, I'm not sure if that will be in this one or the next one. But yeah, again, let me know if you're someone who struggles with those sort of things. It's handy to reach out to whoever you can, whether it's a global chat room. There's a lot of people in the global chat room that are quite helpful, whether it's a forums. But yeah, there's quite often sort of certain heroes you may not have thought about using that can help you get through those stages. Moving on, we also have a pickup summon. Yeah, I generally don't care too much for those. I do the free pull if I got one, and that's about it. Moving through the week, another Aether summon, which we have, I think one came out today, yesterday, last night. So quite a good, I kind of find at the rate I pull, which isn't huge, but it's regular. One of my big bottlenecks are the 5-star Aether balls. So I do occasionally, obviously I try to get some free ones through the Path of Giants and that type of thing, and always collect the free ones that are on offer. But I do try to do a few pulls there every now and then just to try and get some of those big balls, as they are a bit of a bottleneck. We have Shadows of the Deep and Untold Tales Sunken Riches coming up there, where we have a couple of new heroes on offer. Davina and Wolfston. Sorry, I don't know. That was a total misread. There's Zavinia and Wolfston. We know they have the Insanity power, which everyone got accustomed to during the Insanity War. So another thing to keep an eye out for. No doubt they're going to be great heroes, and at least they kind of look cool on their little pictures there. We also have a new costume for Pursa. Pursa's a reasonably underrated hero, has some good skill going on. We also have costume Domiventus and Atlantea. Those costumes are also fantastic as they do resist the Insanity. So it's interesting, we've got the Insanity heroes and the heroes with the passives that resist the Insanity at the same time. And we also have Tavern of Legends again. It felt like that was just like a week ago. So that's come around very quickly, unless I was wrong with that. But yeah, Tavern of Legends is just there. And we have Gregorian. Those heroes haven't been updated for quite some time. I do like the Tavern of Legends because you can get some quite cheap pulls with the final deal, and you can select the featured heroes, but they haven't updated those for probably 12 months or something crazy. So probably time, hopefully in the new year, that they do refresh that a little bit and maybe throw some different heroes in there. Oh, sorry, that's why the variant is, my brain was just blank then. That's because you can actually pick the heroes you want there as the featured. So because I'm an idiot, I forgot to mention the hero of the month. Obviously, one of the most important things about the upcoming month. We have Zed. I will do a review on Zed once he's officially released. Most likely be a musical review, so keep an eye out for that. They're always a little bit of fun. But yeah, I think we've all had enough of Fiona. Moving on to the 13th, keep in mind that we do also show the tournaments there. So if you want to try and plan ahead for your tournaments, especially if you have you may have got a 4-star hero who's sort of on the back burner for being leveled, but if you do see a tournament there, yeah, just good chance to try and level a certain hero if you need to. On to the 13th, we have Path of Valor, Path of Giants. Yeah, pretty good value. So I think you would already know what those offer, but yeah, decent place to spend if you want to keep your spend pretty low, but try and get some good items and a good mix of items as well. We have Atlantis Rising on the 13th, which seems, again, very early. I don't understand why these people can't stick to a schedule. Speaking of, I probably need a name for this video, so look, we could go with Welcome to the Future. I am in Australia, so a lot of people seem to think I'm slightly in the future. Yeah, we could go with What's On in January. That sounds a bit boring. Possibly, we could call it the Empires and Puzzles base calendar that's bound to change 35 times before we actually get to these dates. Look, vote on one of those. Leave me a comment. Let me know what we should call this. It could be a good ongoing series if you enjoy hearing me ramble and seeing what's coming up. So yeah, anyway, we have Atlantis there. We also have the Costume Chamber. So again, that's coming out quite quickly because we know these glass heroes are going to be extremely popular. We have Richard again, and we have a new Kagan glass costume, which is typical because I got Kagan in my recent summons. If you haven't watched all those summons videos, go check them out. But yeah, I get him just the week before, or a couple of weeks before his glass costume comes out. It's always the way. Moving forward, we have the Challenge Festival, where we have Astrid, Bonzo, and Costume Dark Lord. So Astrid is absolutely fantastic healer / reviver. Bonzo has some good stuff going on. The Bard heroes are fantastic with some of those passives that stop the dancers as well. So always very handy. And Costume Dark Lord, we know the costumes just add so many extra stats, and just, yeah, some great bonuses to the heroes. On the 17th, we have the Goblin Village starting with no new goblins by the look of it. We have Shimmer Scale, who is one of the OG faves, and Fergus. Those heroes are fantastic with the Mega Minions, however, will slowly be sort of getting phased out now as the new Mega Fiends, and we've also seen a few heroes recently that do additional damage to the Mega Minions. So still great heroes, but on the way out, so probably not something I would be chasing anymore. Use your free tokens and keep the other ones for the newer heroes. That's just my advice. Yeah, Valhalla Forever also out on the 17th. We have Costume Norns, Odin, and Gefion. So again, nothing overly fantastic. We've seen those costumes before. But yeah, if you've got some of those heroes, I used to enjoy using Odin a lot, but haven't used him for a very long time. To the 20th, I will just mention that there is a chance, obviously, this will change. Sorry, I've just taken a bit of a break. Had some very important things to do. Yeah, rode my kangaroo around a little bit, wrestled some crocodiles, but just in case I forgot to mention it earlier, yeah, this can change. So yeah, Burks and anyone else putting this sort of content together does an absolutely fantastic job, but obviously it's all subject to change. As we know, things can change quite quickly. On the 20th, we have the Contest of Elements, and we have Holy with Grillica and Ironmaw. So the Contest of Elements, always a great chance to get some good items. Wouldn't probably be wasting too much on the yellows, but you know, you may need something. I generally save those elemental tokens because they do add up reasonably quickly. You get a few during Path of Giants. So yeah, I try to keep those when a really good hero is available. We also have Judgment of Dunes with Costume, Merisank, Mart, and Hathor. So we obviously know, that was the first time I bloody said obviously too, I think. I've done so well. Subscribe just for trying, you know, give me something, but wow, I almost made it. Hathor is obvious. Now I can't stop again. Hathor is a great hero, especially with the costume version. So yeah, if you've got some Dunes there, got some Dunes coins, you know, doing the map stages is great. If you haven't finished those, you get some good items and a nice little bunch of coins. So try and push through and finish that if you can. We also have the Covenant quest, but no Covenant heroes. I don't know why the heroes and the quest never line up, but anyway. Moving on to the 23rd with the Alliance quest there for the Knight of the Moth. Definitely one to be saving your gems or tokens for if you have them. It's, yeah, they're new heroes. Also, let me know in these sort of videos, especially with these new heroes, I may be able to get some images and information from beta. There's some places out there where we can get that. But obviously it's subject to change. So I don't generally, but yeah, it's something I may be able to throw into these videos as well, just to give you an idea. But these heroes, we've got Grovert, Chunky Roy, and Mortwitch. Stupid names. And they will be bringing Mega Fiends into the game. So the Mega Fiends will replace Mega Minions if the enemy has Mega Minions, and vice versa. So it would be a slightly different mechanic, but obviously they're... Fuck me. Seriously. But they will definitely be quite powerful heroes. Moving down onto the 27th, we have Lunar New Year, the Untold Tales, which starts before then, Untold Tales 2. So we have the Regin, Ott, and Gandis. We've seen those heroes recently, some quite powerful heroes there. We have the Lunar New Year with a couple of new heroes in Zhao Qing and Bai Shu. So that will be interesting to see if they introduce any new passives. The old ones had the passives which sort of disabled all the minions, so it'll be interesting to see if there's anything new there. That could be something to keep an eye out for. Have the Path of Dragon starting, which is not overly exciting for most, I don't think. The dragon, we won't discuss dragons, as that's sort of, you know, the ball's been totally dropped there. We also have Tremors of Underwild with Costume, Akrog, Xenolfod, and Kongalach. Yeah, Xenolfod still has a little bit of use, so Kongalach was quite strong, but again, not something I'd be sort of, especially spending gems or chasing too much there. We have another Astral Plane to end the month, throwing in Moonbell and Lemonwood, so two extremely good yellow heroes. And yeah, that's a great way to end the month. If you have any money left or any coins or any gems, you know, and you just can't handle saving them until February, then that will be a great place to finish them off. That's about it. I think I've covered everything there. Hopefully that was informative, gives you an idea of what's coming out. And yeah, as always, if you enjoy what I'm doing, gently press that subscribe button. 20 or so more would be absolutely fantastic before the end of the year. Keep an eye out for my award video later today. More Wheel of Randomness fun, where I let the stupid wheel tell me what sort of teams to take. I do apologise, there have been some recording issues on my phone recently and certain things are being cut off, so yeah, I do apologise. I have tried to fix them, but if you notice anything, that's probably why. Give your kitty a scritch for me and have a good one.